to Richard Serrett, call the Wildcard line at 818-501-4109. The first-time caller line is 818-501-4721. To talk to Richard from east of the Rockies, call 800-825-5033. From west of the Rockies, toll-free, call 800-618-8255. This is Coast to Coast AM with your guest host, Richard Serrett.
Sitting in for George Noory, and delighted to be doing so. This is Chris Stapleton, cold from the Grammy Award-winning Kentucky Natives' new album, Starting Over. I don't know if we've covered the piano part, but if we have and you've heard that, that's Ben Montench of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers fame on the piano. Say, would you ever sell your face? Would you ever sell your face? If the answer is yes, there's a Japanese company that wants to hear from you. It's in the business of buying the rights to people's faces so they can sell them in the form of hyper-realistic 3D printed masks. That's more than a little bit creepy, I'd say. Ever since Kamenya Amoto, a Tokyo-based specialty mask maker and store, announced its intention to buy the rights to people's faces for 40,000 yen, that's $380 a pop, it's been overwhelmed with offers. The company wants to reproduce people's faces in the form of hyper-realistic masks and sell them for an estimated $940. If a mask proves popular with clients, the person whose appearance inspired it stands to earn a percentage of the profits as well. The controversial project named That Face reportedly aims to give a sci-fi twist to the idea of buying and selling faces. In an era where privacy and personal data seems more important than ever, the concept of selling the rights to your face for a profit seems rather strange, but judging by the response Kamenya Amoto got in the last month, it stands to become very popular as well. And you can read more about this rather, as I say, creepy story in the news section up at coasttocoastam.com. And if you love Coast to Coast, you really need to check out George Noory's streamed TV program Beyond Belief. Every week, George explores the amazing and unusual world we live in. He taps into the minds of the top experts in their field who work tirelessly to unravel the greatest mysteries. It's always thought-provoking, great discussions on the paranormal, conspiracy, science, and much more. To sign up and start watching episodes straight away, go to beyondbelief.com, beyondbelief.com. Your phone calls for Joseph Olson on magnetobiology and 5G when Coast to Coast returns.
Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile, I'm going to tell you how you can save more than $400 a year by switching to Pure Talk. Now look at your last cell phone bill. What was your data usage? The average person who switches to Pure Talk is using less than 4... Mm.